welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see more home, holiday, event, and DIY decor. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make love letters, but not the ones that you write to your boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm gonna show you how to make large marquee letters, spelling the word love. Here we go. Everything I'm going to be using to make my large marquee letters, and the number one thing I'm going to be needing are going to be these white foam boards. I'm going to be using 4 to 8 of them, and these foam boards are 2.5 feet in height, so they're going to be good size, and I'm very excited about that. I'm also going to be needing a display board. I'm going to need a ruler, pencil, a craft knife, tons of push lights, and tons of AAA battery. I will give you the exact amount of push lights and batteries at the end of the video because as of right now, I'm not sure how many I'm going to be using. All right, let's get started. So the magic number for me is 4.5 inches. So what that means for me is that I want my letters to be 4.5 inches wide. So this is what worked for me. I was testing it out yesterday, and as you see right here, you know, I made it, I think that was 3.5, and I didn't like it. I thought it was too thin. So I decided on 4.5. So it's totally up to your taste how wide you want your letters. For me, it's 4.5. So I'm gonna give you my numbers. I'm going to start by drawing all my letters first, and I'm going to start with the letter L, of course. And make sure not to press on the board because you can dent it. And like I said earlier, my size or the thickness of my letters are going to be 4.5 inches. So I'm going to want the width of it from the bottom to be 4.5 this way, and then also 4.5 this way. So make sure to mark very lightly, and then you just start drawing. So I'm just going to make a straight line from here. Another size you need to consider is how long you want the L to come out. For me, it was 10 inches this way. So here's my L. You can't really see it right now, but I'm going to move on to the O, which is the most complicated letter to make. So let's move on to that. To make the letter O was very challenging. It took me a couple of tries before I was able to get it right. So I will suggest for you to grab a couple of extra foam boards in case it doesn't turn out the way you want it at first. But once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty easy. So basically you just gotta follow the concept of just making everything 4.5 inches wide. So basically all you have to do is measure from the edge of the board to up here 4.5 inches, then 4.5 inches on the side, 4.5 inches on the top, and then 4.5 inches here again. So you want everything to be 4.5 inches all around from the middle. Okay, and then to make your middle circle here, or semicircle or oval, I use a lid from my Tupperware, and then I made a half moon here and another half moon right on top, and then I just drew a straight line to connect them, and that's what gave me this fabulous O. I'm so proud of it because it was so hard but yet so easy. Now moving on to my V. I want the bottom of my V to be about 8 inches long. So So you're gonna make your lines here. I'm totally eyeballing it, so it has to be right here in the middle, but feel free to measure it. So this is 8 inches wide here for the bottom of my V. And then now I just gotta make the lines to the top. And here's my V. The letter E is pretty much the same concept as the letter L, except that it has 2 other legs. The top and the bottom are the same size, and the one in the middle is smaller. The one in the middle is pretty much 3/4 of the size of the bigger ones. And that's pretty much it. Now let's go ahead and cut these letters out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut out all my letters with my craft knife. Just make sure that you are as steady as possible to make a straight line. It is very easy to start shaking and start curving. So just, you know, do your best to keep it straight. And I'm not gonna be taping a lot of this because the background is just all white and you can't really see anything. So I'm just gonna get back to you as soon as I'm done cutting all the letters. So here they are. They look pretty good so far, and they are huge. I love them. They are humongous. They don't even fit in the shot. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. You are going to be tempted to keep cutting away and cutting away at the letters to make them straight. Don't fall for it. I did. And here my letter V used to be 4.5 inches wide, as you know, and now it's like 4 on this side. So just walk away. Don't even worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Next step is going to be to use this leftover foam, and you're just going to measure it, and then you are going to cut it 2 inches wide to make these sides, and then you're just going to glue it with some hot glue. So I'm going to start with my letter L, and what I'm going to do is grab this leftover foam here, and this is the same length, so I don't have to worry about that. And all I have to do is just, you know, measure 2 inches. But you know what? I think I'm going to do 2.5 because I'm going to lose inches here. So, no, that's not even a whole inch, but I'm going to lose some height there. So I think I'm just going to do 2.5. Measure this side here. Now I'm going to measure this size here, and I'm going to use this because it's pretty straight here. Now I gotta do this top part, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut. Alright, so now I'm going to put these pieces together like a puzzle, and I'm going to start with this side. I'm going to add the glue top, middle, and bottom, and if I need any extra, I will do it through the back. Now I'm going to secure it with some extra glue right here in the back. First letter, and every letter is pretty much the same method to make, except for my letter O. And I'm going to show you how to make that right now. For the letter O, I'm going to be using this display board because it's bendy. So I'm just going to cut out this piece right here, and roll it up, shape it around, soften it up. Now that it's all nice and bendy, go ahead and measure 2.5 inches Here, this one, and you can probably get a couple of 2.5 inches strips here. If you're gonna make the letters as big as mine, you're going to need 5 of these strips. And now I'm going to take it outside and give it a coat of white paint. So here are my strips ready to go. They are now white on both sides. Now all I have to do is place them around the O and add hot glue. Here is my finished O. As you can see, the project board and the foam board are different textures, and the project board has these ripples and these little holes on the board. So what I'm going to do is use a little bit of this acrylic paint, and I'm going to paint over it because the spray paint didn't cover all of it. So here are my love letters, and all I have left to do is place the push lights on them. And I estimate that I'm going to need about 6 to 7 for each letter, so we'll see. So I ran out of push lights, so I'm going to have to rearrange. So I think I figured it out, so now I'm going to stick them on, and then I'm going to show you the finished product. So here is the finished product. I love it. I love it. These are amazing. They turn out pretty good. I'm actually impressed with myself with this one. I didn't know how the O was gonna turn out. That was the one that I was most worried about. But it turned out pretty good. These marquee letters will look great at any wedding, bridal shower, a cute proposal, and even an engagement photo shoot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.